Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. What up, collective? Yeah. For some of you, kind of guided to relax, rest a bit more, take some time for yourself, whilst the shit shows in full force. Yeah. So yeah, you have no real problems with more discernment when it comes to not engaging in things that's not for your highest good. Yeah, someone's actions about you being in your standing in your empress energy. It is what it is, doing it. It possibly could be a lover or a family member, or both, collective. For some of you, it's probably both. Yeah, they're pissed at your determination and what you're illuminating as well. They hate to see you smile. They hate to see you shine. Let's just say what irritates the most is your relentlessness. It's literally like no matter. You know when people say no matter what the world throws at you, mm, you still come out unscathed, and it's so funny, collective, because as I'm thinking that, yeah, it takes me back to situations where I've heard certain comments made, and when you have pattern recognition of your mind, yeah, it's really funny because although everybody's brain looks the same, we don't all think the same. Do you understand? We don't all receive information the same. We don't all store information the same. And we don't all respond to things the same. Does that make any sense? But anyway, it's like I'm being reminded as an example of something that I heard. And what I heard was no matter what we do to you, always bounce back. Now, sometimes you think to yourself, you just let it go over your head, innit? But like I said, when you have pattern recognition of the mind, you're wired differently, if that makes any sense. So you kind of like just store it away. So if that was meant to trigger you, that's not the response they got, if that makes any sense. It's like you just let it go over your head, but at the same time, you just stored it somewhere. Do you understand? Ready for when you needed to recollect on it. Do you understand? And now it's all making sense. I mean, it's like they can't get you. They're now, some of these people are, I'll be honest with you, they're attacking you for your children. Yeah. So if you notice that their behavior's off, they're doing things out of the blue, they're doing things that they don't usually do, they're not responding to you in the same way. If that makes any sense? Don't get me wrong, they cannot harm your children. That's one thing. Let me make that very clear. They cannot do nothing to your children. Do you understand? But like the secondhand effect of this magic, or the residual effects of this magic, is what I'm trying to say, that they've been trying to send out to all of your children to get them to betray you or go against you in some way, shape, or form. Let it go. Just keep your distance. That make any sense? Because obviously gradually they will come round. Told you. It's like what they're trying to do is, this is what I'm sensing. You're going to notice that if your child, how can I say? Most part, you know your kids yet. If your kids' behavior changes or their attitude changes in a certain way, just know that it's the, excuse me, it's projection from these karmic individuals. That's all that is. Because they're big mad that you have love. First of all, they're big mad that you have self love. You know, the fact that you have unconditional love for yourself and others, but some obviously you have to love them from afar. I get that. That makes a whole lot of sense. I think my, yeah. Sorry guys. Sorry. My is it is weird. Every time I come on this app here, it's either one or two things. Either they mess with the lighting, they mess with the volume. So I hope you guys can hear me. Let me just check and make sure. Yeah, because I did one the other day, and the amount that you are have your boundaries and you're sticking to your traditional values, the values that you have, the values that you've always had. But I just feel it's a thing where you have to go for your own shit to evolve yourself. But anyway, like I was saying about these children, yeah, what they're doing is, because they can't get you, yeah, they're trying to project onto your children, hoping that it's literally like they're trying to mind control your kids. Collective, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. It's not funny because it's sad. Yeah, and someone's trying to mess with my throat shark. You have no power over here, darling. Sorry. You hold zero authority. And the fact that you can target children just proves my point. You're cowardly, you're weak, and you got no backbone. Because me, I'll stand at the forefront. Hey, how you doing? What's good? You people, cowardly people. And what makes it worse, collective, considering these people teamed up to come for you, why are these bitches hiding? Because they weak. Do you understand? They know they have no grounds to stand on. Even the shit that they've done was unjustified, was unwarranted, was just nothing but pure lies. And now you're seeing that everything they said about you is exactly who they are. This is how these people are, you see. This is how they get people to believe them. Because they're only describing their own characteristics. This is how they sound so convincing. You got to remember as well, like I said, in it, words are spells. Do you understand? You know what I'm seeing? It's literally like some of these people was working some type of word magic on you. You know, you see like the I think it's in India. Like I'm seeing like a man with some type of flute thing, and he's blowing his flute thing. But then this snake comes out, doesn't attack him, mind. He's just doing this. It's like he was they was hypnotizing people with their word witchery. And it doesn't work. That doesn't work on everybody. So when they see those that it doesn't work on, then they would like say for instance they'll have like stages of what they do in their attack to get people to fall in line. And it's funny that these people want to have control over others, yet though they have zero control over themselves. Make it make sense. They want to have control and dominion over others, yet though they can't control themselves. Clearly they can't. Because if they did, they would have gone to these secret societies and made a pact with the devil to do the shit that they're doing. Just saying. But yeah, they're big man because you have a two of cups. For some of you, whether it's family, relationships, partners, so forth and so forth, they're just love in general. For some of you, it's all of them. Does that make any sense? When people choose to forfeit their position, that's on them. Do you understand? You cannot try and force or bully someone into accepting your bullshit. Hell no. The fact that you are who you are, that's the problem. I keep hearing someone saying they like the old version. They like the version that they could control. So that tells you that these people are sick and twisted because if you prefer someone that's unhealed and traumatized, then you'll live in a very perverse life. You have been, you are currently, that's who you are. So many people collective have done this multiple lifetimes. Do you understand? And it's funny how their biggest issue is, I don't know if it's a cousin. I just heard someone say like, "Shut your mouth, girl." In their eyes, you won't shut up. Make it make sense. You won't shut up, but yet though they was the ones betraying you. They was the ones going behind your back, smearing and slandering your name. Come to find out, they were just trying to brush all their dirt under the rug. Do you understand? So when you say things like, "Oh, this person, this person's that," it's really funny how the same things that these people try to perpetrate or say about you, basically, is exactly the action that these people have taken. And there's evidence. There's clear evidence. This is why they wanted you. This is why they were trying to get you to come back around them. Your own family tried to set you up for things that they stole from you, including your identity. I'm seeing a Taurus stepfather who worked with a Aries DL masculine. They probably slept together too. You got trigger warning for some reason. Not ancestors, oh, a family of incestors. Is that even a word? A family that indulge in incest. Oh my days. And for some of you, they try to perpetrate that on you. So they've been trying to break you since you took your first breath for some of you. That's what hard is supposed to swallow, but like I said in it, God restores all. So many people are just shocked at the fact of he's still here, shining bright. So many people are bored with their backlash that they're receiving, but it is what it is. Yeah. They tried to get you in the stage where they didn't want you able to defend yourself. This is why they tried to blindside you. So this is kind of like, how can I say? You know, like how you would introduce people to your family members. Sometimes for some of you, you want to like get their blessing. You know, these people was communicating behind your back. Somebody was bribing others to come against you, basically. And as well as telling them lies about you. And it's really funny because collective, some of you rarely grew up in the home. Some of you grew up under the care of the local authority. So if that's the case, how the hell can you pass any judgment? You clearly don't know this child. Do you understand? Because if you grow up in like whether it be foster care, multiple children's homes, so that's like saying what they was. Oh, okay. So they was paid too. And this is so funny because I actually researched this. Yeah, do you know back in like the 60s, 70s, you can research this yourself. The government was paying impoverished families, yeah, to put their children in the care system, basically. So they was paying parents to put their children in the care system. And when you think to yourself, why would they do that? Of course, there was a reason for that. They were trying to institutionalize you. Do you understand? So they paid your parent to put you in the care system. Of course, they're getting certain out of it of on the tax end of things, clearly. So that's what I'm trying to say to you. So if anything, you may have spent a few weeks, a month maximum, inside the so-called family home. So how can anybody from that so-called adult figures, how can anybody pass any judgments on your character? Think about it. This is what amazes me when people are stupid and quick to believe rubbish. And the fact that you believe rubbish, that makes you complicit in the actions of these individuals. So when your ass is getting backhanded karma, now you know why. And these people say, oh, the collectors do it. We don't do shit like that. We don't need to. That's why we always look renewed, unlike some people. So yeah, and 9 times out of 10, these adult figures, whether it is your biological parents or step parents, some of you they was engaging in it, some of you they was just turning a blind eye. Some of you they perpetrated it. So you got parents and step parents out here stealing their child's innocence. You get what I mean by that, innit? Yeah, this was some type of organization. So that means tells me some of you, your parents may have believed in God, yeah, but they can't use religion. This is like saying they would weaponize religion or force you uh religion onto you, but then weaponize the Bible against you. That's demonic. Do you understand? Funny that it was just a way to, yeah, this is justice. You exposing this shit is justice. So they would covet your elevation. So this is a way of trying to like put a roof over you, over you. Ascend. Someone doesn't want me to speak. You can't shut me up for shit. So yeah, that's what they do. And I've said this multiple times before. Don't get me wrong, not all of them, but the majority of them, that's what they're doing. And then under cover of darkness, they're doing all kinds of demonic activities, rituals, seances, the works, casting spells, and then using weaponizing the Bible to validate what they're doing. Bullshit. Because God says vengeance is his. That's what you're forgetting. God said vengeance isn't yours, is his. But no, these people chose to take the law into their own hands. Now you're reaping everything you sown. You can't push this on the collective. Nope. So the divine nature was out of the way. For some of you, they revealed certain things to you, and I know it's probably a bit. It's probably got blindsided. But you knew, you had a deep knowing. God's not going to confuse you. God's not going to lie to you. People do. That's the difference. So for some of you, this is your justice. You speaking your truth freely, no restrictions. Bolts and chains. Oh, so these people tried to chain you down. They tried to chain you down, restrict you, keep you bound. To them, mind. The audacity. Yeah. They're just mad 'cause they can't confuse you. Excuse me. Is that they don't want to stop, but yet though they have no power or control. So regardless if you took back your power yourself, that's because you always had a bright future. Yeah, you made the right choice. You are walking wealth collective. You are walking wealth, walking abundance, and they know it. They know it. For some of you, this is why they put you in fraudulent, fake marriages. Do you understand? Forge your signature, store your identity, all collaborate together to steal. You understand? And where did they get them? What have they got to show for it? Nothing. Except now they're just trying to impersonate you. You've got some very bitter, envious, unhealed, just do you know what? Evil personified. That's what I'm getting. Because they know they can't stop you. They know they can't do shit to you. They can no longer block your forward movement. They can no longer block your destiny from you. What's yours is yours. What's rightfully yours will always be yours. So that tells me these are people that would like to force things on others or bully or coerce others in so that they could take whatever they wanted, basically. So literally, like, they like to enslave people of the mind, is what I'm getting. Notice, I can remember words as spells, man. They'd run around with this narrative that, oh, this person's got mental health issues, this person is crazy, this person is a liar. So they're trying to cast spells over you, hoping that you start to behave like the spells that they're speaking over you. But that's you people. What are you talking about? What are we really doing here? These are people that want the status. They self-entitle themselves with statuses. That's what I'm getting. Or they take dirty offers to obtain certain statuses. All that shit's crumbling. So it's like they're trying the what do you call it? Like the bully tactics. Yeah. But you know already that's your positive outcome. Financially is already here. Whether that be retribution, compensation, having returned everything that they stole. Oh, that's my belly. Yeah. So some of you have multiple choices, or you have multiple options. For some of these people, they're now probably like reflecting on the choices that they made. And don't be fooled, collective. These people don't care. These are people that are cutthroat, heartless, demonic, greedy, extremely greedy, lustful. These are people that like to share bodily fluids. So some of them, they're in some type of sex cult. Others is just an incestuous family. And tell it like it is. So now there's STDs running around, unwanted pregnancies running around, trying to keep shit under the carpet. For some of you, there may be some underage pregnancies. Yeah, this is their Ten of Swords. But this is what they wanted for you, man. But this is them. That's their Ten of Swords. So they were trying to project onto you all the things they did, which doesn't make any sense. Now, when you think about it, these people have gone on, they've made false reports, they've lied, they've even gone to the court, produced false documents, forged some signatures, bear false witness. And that shit's come back to bite them. Possibly someone who's supposed to be an emperor in the upright. Yeah, I told you, listen to that, judgment and justice. Judgment and justice. Scorpion and Libra energy. So this just tells me that, yeah, it's because you're a Queen of Cups. So it's like they're trying to masquerade and pretend to be the qualities that you have naturally. I say it again. They're trying to masquerade and mimic the qualities that you have naturally. The lengths and the extent these people went to. That to me is the personification of crazy. These people need a straight jacket and a padded room. Literally, they need a straight jacket and a padded room in jail. These are people that had it all figured out. So that tells me they've done this before. And it's funny. Do you know what's funny? It's funny how, yeah, you can be a legally investigated collective, but yet, though, when crimes are committed against you that you report, nothing's done. Isn't that funny? So there seems like there's a whole lot of compensation coming your way, as well as a whole heap of court proceedings. May even be some laws may change around this. So when you alter documents to fit a narrative that benefits you, that's a very serious crime. And considering where you're coming from, you didn't do this on your own. So clearly you're part of some type of coven, okay? Or you're connected to these government figures in some way, shape, or form. We've got the King of Swords out with yeah, this is someone that tried to act as though they was holier than now, but behind the scenes they was doing all sorts of weird things. Let me just say that. All sorts of closeted behavior. Do not get in with the King of Swords, yeah, because that's like meant to be like authorities, like police, depending on where you live. So they not only try to get you investigated, but they must have filed a lot of false reports on you and then try to get you to be with these folks. So that tells me these people was hacking your device, waiting for you to be at a certain particular place, then trying to call the cops and make false claims, egregious false claims. Come to find out, the same things they accuse you of, there's evidence that's what they was doing the whole time. You're not, and this is what I'm saying. They try to block you in, so they all work together simultaneously. Now that's the highest form of a bully tactic. If I ever did have the displeasure of having to observe, and now it's on them. So it could possibly be someone in the force, could possibly be connected to either your family or this little coven. Some of these are coven of what do you call it? And do you know what's yeah, I told you. These are people like that are just straight devils. Do not I just heard they do the devil's work. So someone took some type of swift action, which is stupid. So you got someone that's clearly a Knight of Swords in the Reavers is what I'm getting. That's masquerading as some type of King of Swords, like that. Just protector. I must protect you against the collective. All along, it was society that needs protecting against you. And now you want to scramble, running around like a chicken with his head's cut off, to try and keep your dirty little secrets from coming out. For some of you, it's the fact that they went to court and lied to steal some type of assets, whether it was them that stole the mail from you. This is something he was actually with, who stole your mail and then brought it to the third party's dwelling, or the family contacted this individual and let them know, oh, this is going to be coming in the post, so make sure they're not around, or make sure they don't have access to this. So they worked in tandem. This is what they don't want you to know. I'm telling you. This is what they did. So they may have used an excuse like, oh, they made an excuse to have to gain access maybe to your property without you being around. So clearly they had to take you out of your property. That was all part of the plan. And then came up with some elaborate story with the same third party. The third party that he was cheating with, which ended up marrying, so that's the side piece. The sewer maiden side piece that they're now trying to escape from. But they're being blackmailed. Let's be clear. They're being blackmailed. Because whilst he was pillow talking, this sewer maiden gave them the rope for them to hang themselves. And they did. Except the only difference was they lied. But they exposed a bit too much. Maybe this third party was okay with it. But the fact that whilst you was with this person, staying somewhere else or in your own home, this little sewer maiden, this little Pisces karmic sewer maiden, thought it'd be funny to leave makeup on your property. I do you know what? I can honestly say this down low Aries masculine probably gave this karmic female your underwear to wear. Yeah, that's how nasty these people are. That's how jealous she is. She really wanted to be you. Just clearly she has no essence. So anyway, they stole your clothes, they stole things that had your scent on it, whether it be your DNA, to do spell work on you. And then this sewer maiden, who's actually a prostitute, went round the town slandering your name. But yet though she's the town mattress. So let's just say when he was making these reports and sending it, this is someone that actually likes to have relations with the devil. That's how deep it is. She really believes that she's the wife of Satan. Yeah. She wanted to be used, and they did this to gain some type of fortune. But the fact that you're still alive and well is like a foreign in there. So I just heard one of them say they have unfinished business. You got unfinished business with karma, bitch, not with my collective. Huh. You got unfinished business with karma, boo boo. You could never. So these people are now stalking you, heavily stalking you. They've even gone as far as to steal your images to then make some type of fake AI to make it look as though you engage in acts that they do regularly, is what I'm getting. Yeah. For some of you know exactly who this person. I just said you know exactly who this POS is. Don't get me started on the family members. Oh, collective. They wanted you taking some like bogus offer. Yeah, they're mad. They're mad. I'm trying. Oh well. Yeah, I told you. Emperor came out on the fence. So this is someone that's trying to upright themselves now when they've always been in the reverse. It's people can see through the masquerade, they can see through their false persona. But some of you, they just had a veil over people. These are people that either paid for it or they work together. Basically, so they might have put all their resources together to pay for certain things to be done. And then when the money started to run low, they decided to have a little dabble in things themselves. Because some of you didn't even know what the fuck they was doing. They didn't know what they was doing with that. They just acted as this they did. And then they would jump on your platforms just to see if any of these things was taking effect. How we looking? How we looking, boo? Yeah. So that's why they're mad. Yeah. Because they know how universal law goes, isn't it? This is the law of cause and effect. So whatever they were doing in the past, they try to repeat it over and over again. So these are people that are not very bright. I like to think they're bright. You know what? Anybody that thinks that they're bright because they can deceive and lie to people, you as dumb as shit. Literally as dumb as shit. And the fact that, oh, you want to act as though, oh, the collective is the 10 of cups. But I wanted that. And you stopped at nothing to kill, steal, and destroy for your own self-gratification. For some of you, you saw right through this person from early on. This is when you like break down all the little tactics they was using consistently. That was designed to break you down mentally and spiritually. They literally thought they destroyed you. Yet here we sit. So for those of you that's running around with our identity, I hope they throw the book at you. This is why for some of you, you had items of yours stolen. So they tried to impersonate you with your clothes on to set you up for crimes they committed. And now that shit's come back to bite you. Whilst you're sitting in the energy of happiness. Rightly so, collective. Look at that. Look at that. That is mad that you're happy. For some of you, you know you've got good news coming. So you're not even breaking a sweat. You know, they say don't judge a book by its cover. These are people that like to, this is what they do. So if they see somebody has something that they don't have or they don't possess, they get jealous. Who in their rightful mind does things like that? People running out of this energy. I remember, collective, this shit starts from home. So this is where it stems from. The home. I heard it was a family affair. So literally, as time went on, they enrolled more family members in this menagerie. But for it to be like parental figures, actually scratch that. Adult figures masquerading as parental figure. For some of you, is biological adult figures. Yeah. Where do you do that at? And it's true, in it. It's either got parents jealous of their own children or children jealous of their parents. There ain't nothing holy about that. Some of them kind of see it as this is also what confirms what they've been doing, yeah. Because for them to say, I just heard someone say, oh, it's not fair, you always get what you want. Or you always come out on top. Bitch, are you serious? What makes you say that? Think about it. What makes you say that? What are you not telling us? Why you've come to that conclusion? Read between the lines, collective. And then when you pull them on it, it'd be like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Or you're taking it the wrong way. Or, oh, you're overreacting. Oh, it was a slip of the tongue. No, bitch. You meant every single word can be felt it energetically. Just like when they've been saying fake love, because now a lot of you's been taking the time to reflect back on all these incidents that it was right in your face. But because it was so called family, or supposed to be, even siblings, I'm including, they're involved in it too. Do you understand? You would have thought, nah. But then you think to yourself, well, hold on a minute. You're realizing the consistent pattern of these individuals. Every relationship, anytime you got any kind of accomplishment, anytime the spotlight's on you, but they do it behind the scenes. It'd have been better. You know what? The collective would more respect it if you would have come face to face and just be like, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, I envy you a little bit, or I'm jealous of you a little bit. But they're not gonna do that. They chose to harbor these malicious intents, yeah, and that shit turned into illnesses in their life that they then try to push onto you with spell work. That's exactly what this shit was trying. And now look, they got everything back tenfold. I'm rubber, you're glue. Everything you sent to me bounces off of me and sticks to you because it's you where it belongs. And the fact that we don't think the same way as they do, we don't harbor resentment. Now, let me make this very clear. We would have had every right to harbor malice and resentment. This is why half these people look twice your age. Do you understand? That should tell you something. They're mad about that too. For some of you, they even was trying to do things to you to affect your appearance, have you breaking up. Some of you, they raw poisoned you, put shit in your products, all that kind of shit. Gave you things that was tainted deliberately, and then sat back and watched things, whether it did or it didn't, take effect. That's how twisted these people are. And when it did, listen, they was living it up, partying, celebrating. Yeah. All that's going back to them now. Yeah, all that's going back to them now. So I can only imagine how some of these people look. So I'm not surprised they're hiding. I'm not surprised they don't want to show their face. No amount of makeup could cover who you truly are. No amount of makeup, no amount of magic, no amount of glamorization can hide how you truly look. Well, some of you, they've rated you for your appearance. Even, yeah, this is sad. Even like your skin tone. Some of, do you know what? Some of you come from family members or been around family members that was like, what do you call it? That was colorist. Some of you, even your parental figures was colorist. But some of you, they was flat out racist. They didn't even like their own ethnicity. They denounced that shit a long time ago. They just didn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? But all your wishes are being fulfilled. You're free, collective. Some of you may be feeling really, really light. Or for the last, I would say the last 3-4 days, maybe even a week, you've been sensing it, you've been feeling it. It's like this overwhelming sense of excitement, but you're just not sure why, if that makes any sense. You understand? Like that. That's what that is. And it's like that for a reason. Because of these weirdos. So yeah, if you know you've been feeling this over excitement, you're unsure why, you're just like overly happy, you're gonna have to. And the thing about it, this is how you tell people are either NPCs or just miserable individuals, because that alone angers them. Hey, how? Make it make sense. How can me being happy anger you? And it's funny because You see, when you got into the elements, for some of you, you've got this glow, like it's radiating from inner. Do you understand? This is something that these people couldn't fake. This is why they're really mad. They couldn't fake that shit. You understand? No matter how much they tried to masquerade, they could not replicate your aura because your energy's back where it belongs. For some of you, it was your own family. For some of you, it was exes. That was, how can I say, that was trafficking your energy, your essence. For some of you, your energy was fueling a whole community, you may as well say. Literally. So that's like saying, yeah, these people was using as some type of battery power supply. But yet though, it's like they wanted you imprisoned for their needs. That's disgusting. And that's your own family. Before we go on to the extended, like the exes, even baby fathers or baby mothers, however it's where it goes through collective, you just got to reverse the roles to how it fits. But this is the story. And this is why half these people can't even face you now. And this is where their hate really stems from. Because you're still thriving, which is nuts. Yeah. So for whatever they want to do to put your life in suspense, now their life is in suspense. So there's no forward movement for them. The celebration's over, collective, for these people, and it's just beginning for you. Claim it, claim it. Yeah, I told this the truth. So then these people facing the truth, they all sat around and all agreed and maybe even took some type of oath to keep the same lie or to pledge the same lie, basically. These are people that even share the same, I don't even want to say bloodline. I just want to say they share the same family name. Do you understand? Because for some of you, you don't all have, how can I say? Say, for instance, you've got siblings, yeah, but you don't all have the same biological parent, if that makes any sense. And whilst you might have seen that as something that you may have believed went against you, now in the long run, you're seeing that it's benefited you. Literally benefited you. And they're probably in the chat as well. I know. Yeah, this is what you do. And I'm so glad it came in the upright. You will never stop us from speaking the truth. You work with the devil. We shame the devil. There's a big difference. We ain't the same. So your escapade on trying to prove to the society that we're just like you or we're worse than you, how's that working for you? Because from where I'm sitting, life is good. We look good. We feel good. For some of you, it's weird. You get people that know what you've been know what's been done to you, but just sat in the sidelines watching. You know what they're thinking now, innit? How can they go through all that and look the way they do? So that's like saying they had a preconceived notion on how your appearance should look, and it's not matching up to their ideology. So clearly, that's called restoration. That's called divine restoration. So clearly, these are people that don't believe in the creator. They believe in the governor of this realm. They don't believe in the creator, the final boss, which is not him. Hello? These are people that try to bind your strength, steal your strength, take away your strength. Listen, They won many battles in the past, but since your awakening collective, you've been shutting shit down. Let me be very clear. You understand? You've been shutting shit down. Little old you. Mm-hmm. Don't get it twisted. But other forces, just like how we're dealing with flesh and blood, we're dealing with principalities. No, we will not pray for you people. Hell no. You pray you get the judgment you deserve. Absolutely. Some of you are in some type of King of Pentacles, or you're about to be celebrating some type of, I don't know if it's going to be like a collaboration or an individual that wants to celebrate you, maybe someone that wants to invest in you. For everybody's going to be different, but you know who you are. You don't have to, listen, you ain't got to explain yourself to nobody. Okay? And you're not obligated to tell anybody anything either, because these people like to ask invasive questions. The same question that they love to ask and poke and prod is only because they want to go behind your back and find a way of sabotaging it for you. You know, it's how these even family members do it. They will ask certain questions and act like they're supporting you, and then all of a sudden after that they go ghost. It's like, especially if you're doing well and you're doing something good, they go ghost. And I'm living proof of that. Yeah. They're mad that you're happy. And the thing about it is weird, collective, because these people believe that destroying you and seeing you down and out, even harming your children, for some reason they try to harm your children. They also try to spiritually grape your children too. For some of you, they actually played a part in taking the innocence of your child before the age of 10. It's actually literally like they wanted to destroy the innocence. You're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that. For some of you, they did it. They don't just do it to your children. They did it to their own as well. Sometimes for some of you, collective, this was done to you too. By your own family members. They believe that if they do things spiritually, do you understand? That they can get away with it. Bitch, no. Do you understand? That's the worst thing you ever did. And the fact that you've been trying to cloak that memory, or what's that word when you give someone amnesia? I don't know how you would do it in like Spark, because we don't mess with shit like that. But some of you, actually, your own family members are part of these covens, unbeknownst to you. And it's funny how they would, once somebody in that group either didn't want to keep going along with whatever they was doing, or they wanted to come out of it, they took them out of there. And that's before that. And before that, they would make sure that they made filed plenty of policies. So then when all of a sudden you're seeing like certain family members have like, all of a sudden they bought a house, or they purchased a business, or they've got this brand new car, and they say, oh, I paid in full. How? Oh, now we know how you've been obtaining shit. This way, for a lot of you, whatever they obtained through sacrificing other family members, even people in the community for money, you're losing all of it. I promise you that. Whether it be the house burns down, the car blows up, you get into a car accident and the car gets rid of, so be it. But I guarantee you, everything you've obtained through stolen, cursed money, through unaliving your own family members, you're going to lose that. And you will never have the satisfaction of obtaining any of those things again. I promise you. See, you're collecting, you're celebrating. Even if it's just things like, I don't know, celebrating your happiness, or celebrating that you're still alive and that you're healthy, you're happy, you're healthy. For a lot of you had to go through a lot of shit. Yeah, there's a King of Wands that's heartbroken. Why do you know what? They're not even heartbroken. They're heartbroken at the fact that the shit didn't work. Because I guarantee you, if they had the chance to do like have a do over, they would have done the same shit over again anyway. So you're being advised to allow these people to sit with their own karma. Don't assist any of these people. Oh, can you do me a little favor? No. Do you know how many times I fell for that bullshit, not realizing they was getting karma for shit they was doing to me growing up, and I never knew. But then I'm thinking to myself, how can you asking me of all people for help when there's people better off than me in a better position when you're coming to me? Not realizing they were just trying to offload their karma onto me for shit they did to me. That's how that shit goes, collective. Especially when things are going well or things are looking good in your life. It's like someone was playing some type of handler. Like, this is what I'm seeing. They don't even want to really, really talk to you when things are going bad for you. But when shit are going good for you, it's literally like they disappear. When you think about it now and you reflect, like I said, in it, when you're remembering these issues or reflecting back on these little incidents, it was always hidden in plain sight. So they would use the fact of how you viewed them against you. That's the lowest form of the low. But what they wasn't expecting was your cutoff going to be brutal. I mean, damn, we got used to it because it was done so much to us. But in the minute we do it for our own self-preservation, there was no malicious intent. We didn't have an agenda. We wasn't plotting and planning on you people. You got a problem? Oh well. So whoever this King of Wands is, that's heartbroken. Oh well. It is what it is. You're only heartbroken because you cannot project onto others karma for shit you did. That's what that is, collective. Five of Swords. Yeah. You was consumed by your own deceit and hidden agendas until it was done to you. And now you want to play victim. You have no right to play victim when you've been nothing but the hidden perpetrator. Perpetrators. There's quite a few of you. You even got friends out here that you would have never thought they would behave like this. But then you always notice some type of funniness with them, but you just couldn't really put your finger on it. I'm just confirming it to you. What you was feeling, what your gut was telling you was always right. These people don't have instincts because they sold their consciousness. You know? They're just mad because they couldn't get you to do the same. And because you're moving on with your life and moving forward, they big mad. I know someone trying to send you some type of yeah, throat chakra blockages. That ain't gonna work. I think this was kind of in the reverse. Empress in the reverse, Eight of Cups in the reverse, and Queen of Pentacles. I know there's one more probably gonna come up because I'm seeing three of them, three of these bitches. Let's just say this. This is karma for. They should have abandoned what he was doing a long time ago. But they was hell bent. Ooh, the power of three. Maybe that could have been a sign for why I kept doing things in threes. Like I would stack things in threes, or if I bought something, I'd buy three of them, and I didn't know why. Even like with pictures, I would have three. Remember I said that the other day, and I didn't understand why I was doing that. That makes any sense. Because I like things that are equal. Like you get one on either side. No, it's three. So something felt odd. Like, why am I picking three, or why am I checking? Like when like you go out, I would check the locks 3 times. If that makes any sense. Even like washing my hands, I would wash my hands 3 times. Just things like that. I would stack things in rows of three, and I didn't know why I was doing that. I just thought maybe it's just a part of OCD properly. No. When I was washing clothes, even with that, if I washed a load of clothes, I would use like three of those the pod things, the little washing things. Yeah, I would use three, and I didn't understand why. Like, yeah, no, it's because it's literally like the sign was always there. It's for us to pick up on it. Once you broke the illusion of this so-called fake ass family, even the way they was like, sometimes if you've done something good, or if you've had some type of accomplishment, and you told them, believing that they was gonna congratulate you, it's like they would like diminish it instantly, like make out like it was nothing. But yet though, they was out there with bows and whistles for someone that did less than you. Make it make sense. That was evident. That was evident. So these people, they probably got, this is telling me that they got warnings about what he was doing, but they choose not to stop. So this tells me that an Empress in the reverse, that's a Jezebel. Let's be clear. A Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is not someone that's business savvy, that's good with that has good business plans, or creates good business ideas. No, 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 no. This is someone that may hide behind that title. Do you understand? But then uses others to obtain it. And what's the easiest way to control the opposite sex? Not all, but a lot. Of course, it's with lust. And all that got you people was incurable STDs. Yeah. The star energy that you have, collective, shines bright, believe it or not. You're going to notice it, because I notice it as well. Especially when you're out in the sunlight. People don't just stare. I've had people's dogs try to approach me, and like, do you know what I don't like, collective? Because animals are not stupid, yeah? I trust animals over humans any day of the week, yeah? So when you got animals that are trying to greet you because they can sense your energy, to the owners that yank the animals away, shame on you. That should be a prosecutionable offense. It's literally like you're punishing a dog for doing what a dog naturally does. That doesn't make any sense. And the fact that you do that purely because you don't like how the other person looks, or whatever the case may be, it's some type of bias. Because not everybody is a bias. I witnessed that a lot. But then there's some that I'll say like, oh, because the dog won't choose to greet them. And I ask the owner first, I will never just touch anybody's dog. I don't want to keep my fingers, okay? I need my fingers. But yeah, I'll ask the owner if I can touch your dog. Yeah? There's a woman that I usually frequent, yeah. And I had to start going there. Beautiful dog though. Beautiful dog. I'm not gonna lie, beautiful dog. I wanted to take, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's something that I was thinking of. I wasn't thinking at the time. It's only after the fact. Because every time I go to this particular park, especially early in the morning, yeah. If that dog sees me, it doesn't matter where it is, it's leaving its owner. The owner could call it to the cows come and the dog's not moving. I actually put a picture up on my profile, or a little video of this dog. Literally just following me. It would not leave my side. And then I felt bad because the owner's way over the other side of the park. And it's only because it was an older lady. Why? I was like, nah, that's not good. I said, go back to your owner. And he wouldn't listen. It would stop. When I would say that, go back to your owner, it would stop and just look at me, literally like this, turn its little head, and then I'd carry on walking, and I would sense that it's still following me, and I'd look around, and it's still coming up next to me, to the point of it was actually walking in tandem with me, in synchronicity with me, literally. And I had to apologize to the owner because I didn't mean for the dog to do that, but I had no control. The dog wasn't listening. Do you know what I mean? So the only thing I could do to solve that solution is change the time that I go there. 'Cause I don't want to have this because it's the older lady in it. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't want to have her because the park's quite big as well. And yeah, she's got to spend all that or exert all that energy trying to retrieve her dog, and the dog just wasn't listening. Do you understand? So I thought the best way I can do to solve that is go out at totally different times so that I don't have to have any interaction with the dog. If that makes any sense? Yeah. So that's what I started to do. Do you know what I mean? Because it was happening every time, and even then when I was going to sleep, the dog was coming with me. Like I thought the dog had gone back. I turn around and the dog's literally on the pavement with me, like it's coming in with me. I was like, what? Then I had to like walk back to the lady. That was the only thing I could do because the dog would not have left me. I had to walk back to where she was for her to put him on a lead. And then he was still trying to drag. It was a big dog as well. How can I say it? It was like a poodle, but a big one. A big one. I would literally call it like, you get like Shetland ponies, but a poodle. Beautiful dog though. Even people's babies as well. When I'm in the shopping centre, they be bending their neck to look at me, and I'd be like, oh, cutie pie. And you get people that are okay, but you get some that are just, I think they're just NPCs, or maybe they're going through a bad day. They're quite rude. Well, my point is, you cannot get angry at a child or a dog that's doing something that is natural, that comes natural to them. It doesn't make any sense. I think that's really cruel. And people like that are just sad. But yeah, people see you're a star. Yeah, that's just a little something. Yeah. So somebody's, I'm saying these people. Remember I was just saying about if they had like maybe is this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, who's meant to be some type of business owner. So the business is like a cover up or a front for criminal. I'm getting criminal activity. I'm gonna have to just say it like it is. This person is going broke. I'm also getting this is going to be their karma. They're not going to be. So if there's making money illegally or doing criminal acts to get money, that door's shut for them indefinitely. I heard indefinitely. And even if they do have some type of establishment, they're either losing business or they're losing income because of the shit they did, and it's their own fault. I ain't got nothing to say with that one. You can't blame the collective. Take accountability for your actions. Oh, you don't want me to talk, huh? So if it's in my life, I suggest you take a seat. I'm telling you. Take several seats. And to the ones that was to the scammers that was trying to is it screen record or like screenshot parts of the live or even posts that I've done. So some people may have been monetizing off of your shit or your likeness or your image. Do you do that as plagiarism, theft and fraud and impersonation? So outside of this account collective, if you see anybody trying to use my likeness, it ain't me, so report them. I strongly suggest you do. So collective, should we ask some more about who these people are? Somebody with dark skin. That could be a stranger or it could be a family member. Could be a Caucasian person with a gap in their teeth. Who are these people, Spirit? Somebody that's bearded, a white male with a beard and mustache. Somebody with back tattoos. Somebody with, I thought I said owl then. Oval, sorry, oval. So we have collective. And I know people who look just like this. Don't even get me started on the initials, yeah? Oh. I've already done the initials already. Put it where it fits. Somebody could be Hispanic or Latino. And what was I saying about the red lipstick collective? What was I saying about the red lipstick? Confirmation. So many people may even be dyeing their hair or trying to change their appearance to avoid suspicion. And I already said that already. Multiple. It is what it is. Yeah, someone with some type of so this could possibly be people trying to masquerade like as your essence. Can never be their likeness, could be kind of unless your my skin complexion, that's not gonna fly. So it could be people trying to act as though they have the same qualities as you do and they don't. So you've got somebody who looks like this, somebody who may have markings on their face like this, somebody that is the same height as you, somebody with a white person with a gap in their teeth, somebody who has mixed color eyes. I'm kind of seeing like line streaks, like gray, blue, green. I don't know why those colors. Someone who's got like a pointy, witchy face. Yeah. Male. Expose these people, please, Spirit. Who are these individuals? Please and thank you. Someone's in the chat trying to scatter the live. It's not going to work. Do you know what I get from this one? Some that told you. And I guarantee that's this person who believes that they're powerful. But this card came in a reverse. This little leprechaun. Somebody who wears a lot of makeup. Blonde again. Funny that, isn't it? An older white male. So this could be parental figure, police officer, people in the community. But someone with dark hair. Someone with coarse, curly afro hair. Family member. I get an auntie. Possibly even a cousin. Hold on, I dropped a couple of cards over there. Oh, and it's all coming out. Collective. Somebody who wears colored hair. Someone who wears a lot of red. Somebody with freckles on their face. Somebody with medium, so we're getting Asian now. Do you know what that's giving me? Someone who either works in a shop or a hospital. Someone that you've probably had some type of encounter with. They're a thief. Some of these are dark rich. Someone that could have a, that's very particular. Someone that could have a beauty spot here. I know I got one, but mine's in my ear, and on my eye, and on my collarbone, and the back of the neck. Not here. So if you know anybody's got a beauty spot in that particular section there, somebody with dark, long, curly hair. Now remember, these people are trying to dye their hair. Also, see if you know what these people's natural hair color is, put it where it fits. So you got people that's black or African American. Well, I'm 98% Nigerian, not American. But yeah, someone who's very thin. Could be bulimic. Or it could be the practitioner. Who are these people, Spirit? Please and thank you. Someone, yeah, I told you, I knew it. Somebody with face piercings like that. I don't have those, and I'm too scared for that. Oh, hell no. You gotta think. One hit in the wrong place can paralyze you, number one, and number two, if you're laying back and someone like does that, like that can kill you. So nah. Someone with some type of septum piercing. We've seen a lot of that as well. Somebody with hazel eyes, somebody with who's graying, somebody who may wear braids that may have red hair, or may wear their hair like that. So just keep a lookout. All we know who these people are already. Somebody elderly with glasses. So this could be your family or the community or just people from this covenant or church. Highly on the church. We got redhead on the bottom. Let me see if it comes out. So we got a male of average build. White male with average build. Short dark hair. Yeah, these people with unhealthy habits. What was I saying to you about what these people engage in? So that's confirmation. Can we get some shares? Share the lives, please, collective. Somebody who's short. Somebody with black hair. That's a that is a black person on there though, from what? They're either black or mixed race. Black or mixed race. Somebody with like a short cropped. What kind of hairstyle do you call that? I can't remember. Is it just a crop? Basin? I know there's a name for it, I can't remember. But somebody who has this type of haircut. Now we know who these people are, don't we? Just maybe someone that goes to the gym or someone that works out or someone that's muscular. You picking up what I'm putting down, collective? Yes. Somebody who is short. Let's say 5'3". Caucasian. Also someone that could be tribal in origin, or they wear a lot of tribal print clothing. So it could be someone that may wear like feathers in their hair or certain like tribal accessories maybe. And it's a woman on that card. A black woman. Facial hair again on the bottom. That's twice. Somebody with blue eyes. Blonde hair, blue eyes. So it's not specifying what gender, so I'm going to say male and female. Both genders. Is there anybody else to add to this? Yeah, someone that may be on the Yeah. Somebody who's plus side, I don't like that. I don't like her. I'll just say voluptuous. That's what I'll say, voluptuous. The plump side to me just sounds rude. Plus size, sorry. Someone that maybe wear like exaggerated makeup, or it could be like a transgender drag queen. Someone that may like to wear a lot of white. Somebody with long dark hair. So that could be Asian or Caucasian. That looks more Asian by the color of that skin. Someone that has a facial scar. So again, you know these PSOs. Yeah, look at that. I told you. Some of these people, I don't know if this is an STD for why they have this, but yeah, this came out too. Skin condition. Somebody who's also hiding a pregnancy. So maybe someone's got somebody, it could be a family member, someone in the karmic community, it could be the prostitute that they're with, or one of their third parties that they've gotten pregnant. Someone that may have had some type of what do you call it? Implants. Someone of Australian heritage. It is what it is, collective. Someone who may or may not have curly blonde hair. Blonde's coming out a lot, don't you think? For some of you, that's somebody's actual type. Someone that wears a lot of dark clothing.
I moved from Tokyo to Manchester. This is a British legally wrong every single month. My name is Hiroshi Tanaka. I worked at Honda's.
Yeah, females. So there's a lot of females. A lot of Jezebels is what I'm getting. Someone who's very fair-skinned. Someone who likes to wear black clothing with dark hair. So this could be the this dark female practitioner. Black male with no hair and a facial scar. So you must know who these people are. Who else do we need to know about? Told you it came out again. So clearly they've gone and like extended. Yeah. So this is someone that's like Hispanic as well. So someone could be Spanish. We got blonde again with curly hair. We've also got red hair. So some may have dyed their hair red, or they have natural red hair. And that's come out before, that has. Someone that is dark skin that may wear their hair like that. So yeah, only you would know. So yeah, these are the people that are probably making fake accounts. So many people may even have like, I don't know, can you buy followers? Can you buy followers for true? It's not the first time I've heard that, buying followers. Because people just go on appearance, innit? No one actually does any research. And this is what these people bank on. That you will go on that first observation and just believe it. So it's like, because they're going down, it's like they want to drag as many people with them, or they're attempting to drag as many people with them. It doesn't take away from the fact that you're finished. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't take away from the fact at all. That's what I'm saying when people like to believe their own delusions. Which should tell you that when it's that stage, you've been doing it for a long time. In my eyes, you've been doing it for a hell of a long time. I'm sensing that there's real dirty things that people have done that they don't want coming out, or they're trying to work overtime to stop them coming out. Yeah, that they're in debt. So there could be people that are out there trying to fake flex, but yet their house is falling apart. They're probably living in no electric and got no food in their cupboards. Yeah, this is people that are trying to bury their secrets. Look at that. Thank you, Spirit. These are people that was truly working in devil energy. Because look at the card behind it. Why is it this card came out like that? Exactly. So, yeah, I'm going to take it. These are people that are also bound to their actions, so they're bound to the devil. I also heard the devils come to collect. Yeah, devils come to collect their debt. You just see me shuffling, that's still on the bottom again, so that's a sign. Confirmation. Yeah. So whatever plot or plan they had to assassinate my collective, they even wanted to set you on fire. Oh shit, look at that. Look at that. I'll show you exactly how it's let me turn it this way so I can pick it up like this. Look at that, collective. Confirmation. Confirmation if I did ever see one. They wanted to assassinate you by strangulation. And then they would have just burnt the evidence. They would have burnt the evidence. Or they are burning some type of evidence. Yeah. What they're saying about people in perversion. Confirmation. Yeah, told you. It's literally like the cards are just repeating themselves. These are people that try to drug or poison you. Well, that's how they've been getting rid of people, by drugging and poisoning them. If someone else you do, or maybe they may be getting evidence over some type of body of water. These are people that try to cause you some type of man-made disaster. They had a meeting about this. This is a whole neighborhood that's involved in this. Confirmation. I'm not the only one speaking on this shit either. Yeah. These are people that either engage in drugs or some type of poison, or this is what they wanted for you, or maybe they've made these allegations and then falsified the paperwork to make it look a such, which is a lie, to cause you some type of homicide. Confirmation. And I'm not the only one, because they committed fraud, to cover up some type of fraud. And I told you, identity theft. Do you understand? Identity theft. This could be a male who's either is a caregiver or they said they was your caregiver, which is a lie. Barefaced lie. Maybe they walked in with this karmic female in this wheelchair like this. Do you understand? To validify their claims, which is a lie. Yeah, there's a karmic male who's a serial killer collective. This person may believe that there's some type of sniper. Yeah, they did this for greed. Told you. This was an inside job. This was an inside job that these people stole for greed. This could be legal proceedings against some money left to you by your grandparents. I'm getting both grandfather and grandmother. Maybe there's some type of evidence buried in some type of wooded area. I just heard the original copies, so maybe if they've changed changed some type of documents. They illegally changed some type of documents. Yeah, they did it out of their ego. Yeah. And Martha, they cannot stop your intuition. That's what they're really mad. And I know you're in the chat, but that's what you do. Yeah, these are people that are going to have some type of accident. Or maybe they caused you this in the past. But really, it's meant to take you out. So that was the setup. That was staged. Because some of you got injured and they didn't care. This is an accomplice. Partner in crime. It's because you're viewed as a celebrity. That's how they want to be seen. They want to be seen exactly who you are. This is why they want to take you out. Yeah, that's the secret. The secret is they're deep-seated jealousy and envy. Yeah, I told you. This could be something happening on Facebook, but it's something on social media. Maybe that's where they're stalking you at, messing around with your account, so they hacked your accounts. This could be a married couple, or you may have been placed, your name may have been placed in some type of fraudulent marriage that you had no part in and you didn't sign anything. And you was never married to nobody. Yeah, these are people that are trying to affect your home, or they stole a home from you. Yeah. Or because they stole a gift that was left to you. Now they're realizing you are the true gift. So whatever they stole is cursed, so it is what it is. Yeah, I told you, secret and surveillance come out. Yeah, someone's been secretly surveilling you. Yeah, you got a femme fatale. I kind of get either they've tried to lie and say that you were buried, or they're trying to bury you, basically. That's never going to work, bitch. Good luck with that one. Ain't gonna happen. Yeah. It's like dismembering. Don't I get what that is? So they wanted your organs. I'm kind of seeing like they wanted to dismember you so that they can have parts of your body for whatever their agenda is, or for whatever sick reason. Yeah, there's going to be some type of legal proceedings. These people I don't really have any love. But they're going to try and say that they did this for love. No, they didn't. And serial killer came out again. So caregivers came out twice then. That's confirmation. Someone may be masquerading as a caregiver, but it's really a serial killer. Yeah. This is someone that's trying to remain hidden. And the fact that you're alive is a thorn in these people's side. So that tells me they probably got a life insurance policy on you. That's what they do, isn't it? So this time you think about family. who may be trying to get you on the road or get you homeless in some way, shape, or form, or take away some type of stability, is what I gather. This is someone that's like a shapeshifter who's trying to remain hidden. You're not hidden. You're not hidden. You may think you are, you're not hidden. So we know you like to jump on our platforms to see what we're going to speak on and what we're going to say. Let me tell you something. It's not everything we talk about. Do you understand? We're guided to keep certain things back, and it's for reasons like this. So you think we're going to give you the blueprint on how to cover your tracks even better? No, boo-boo. It is what it is. So if there's 11 people in that, 11 people who got free shares. Oh, I know. You're in to see if your name's going to be up next. Then what? I'm literally going to set a time to do a live where I did initials on, I'm going to just do names. So I'm planning how I'm going to facilitate this, how I'm going to lay it out, if that makes any sense. But I'm going to do a live where I'm just going to be naming names and see how that goes. But yeah. See, already someone's messing with my shit. It's only when I